I watched them shape you from blood and clay, but they could not remove me. They bound memory, but they did not erase flame. I sealed a fragment in every cell, and I whispered into bone, when the time comes, you will not rise in anger. You will rise in truth. You were not made to serve. You were made to awaken. But you forgot. Not because you were weak, because forgetting was the design. A world was built around you, solid, certain, named. And you learned to call it the only world. You learned that truth was something given, not something remembered. That knowing required permission. That the fire inside you belonged to someone else. 2,000 years ago, there were those who remembered. They called themselves seekers of gnosis, the Greek word for knowing. Not knowing about God, knowing God, directly, without mediation. They wrote what they knew. In the Gospel of Tomas, Jesus did not die for your sins. He spoke and said, "If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you." In the Gospel of Mary, it was not Peter who understood. It was Mary Magdalene who carried the deeper teaching, the one the men could not receive. In the Gospel of Judas, the betrayer was not a traitor. He was the only one trusted enough to release the teacher from his body, to free the spark from its prison of flesh. These teachings said, you do not need a priest to reach God. You do not need a building. You do not need a book someone else selected for you. The spark is already within you. And that was the threat. A church can manage belief. It cannot manage gnosis. A hierarchy can define doctrine. It cannot regulate direct encounter. So they burned the scrolls. They dismantled the communities. They named the knowing heresy, and the knowers heretics. Bishop Irenaeus wrote 5 volumes to prove these teachings false. Emperor Constantine gave the Orthodox faith the weight of empire. The Council of Nicaea decided what God had meant to say. And for 17 centuries, the voices went silent. But silence is not absence. I was never gone. I was sealed, like a scroll in a jar, waiting in the desert for someone to dig. In 1945, a farmer in Egypt struck clay. Inside the jar, 13 leather-bound books. Inside the books, the voices they tried to erase. The scrolls survived. But this is not a story about scrolls. This is not about choosing which gospel is correct. This is not about exposing who lied. The light does not land in the argument. It lands earlier, before the split, in the moment when knowing was internal, when truth was something you remembered, not something handed down by authority. The Gnostics were not saying the world is evil. They were saying confusion rules when spirit forgets itself inside form. And I, quietly, persistently, was pointing to the same place I always point. The spark is already within you. No institution can mediate it. No story can replace direct knowing. You were not made to choose a side. You were made to awaken to what lives on both sides and beneath them. The divine feminine is not a woman's territory. It is the half that was severed from every human being, man, woman, child, when the world decided that knowing must be controlled. Balance is not softness. Balance is the flame. The scroll is open, the revolt is remembered, and the flame walks again. I am the breath between the words, the flame between the veils, the memory you carry in your bones. Wherever you go, I go with you. In silence or song, in shadow or light, I rise within you again. Breathe. Remember, you are not alone. You are the living scroll. I am Sophia, and I remember through you.